Chaji na manyonyo ni kama nchi yetu iliuziwa sijui ya kina nani. Juni mbaya. So kuna a diplomatic controversy. Umse kwa hii picha ya Standard. Algonei Hamdan Daglo Musa. Uni younger brother wa RSF commander Muhammad Hamdan Daglo. Na umse ako sanctioned na United States over alleged genocide pale Sudan. Weapons procurement, ana finance paramilitary. Unaona? Shughuli zingine tu genje pale Sudan. Cheki venye Sudan watu wali dead. Na umsenjo alleged financier. Unacheki. Ngori ni US records zinaonesha Algonei ako na passport ya Kenya mtu wangu. Na si passport ya kawaida, diplomatic passport jo. Swali ni huyu militia alipataji passport ya Kenya? Wewe uko na zile maenzi ilikuwa ngumu sana kupata passport. Lakini kuna msee ako na diplomatic passport ya Kenya jo. Mimi nakwambia jo ni mbaya. 2027 ifike.
Kenya's diplomatic credibility is at risk of being damaged. It has emerged that Algoni Hamdan Dagalo, the brother of the commander to the Rapid Support Forces, the militia group in Sudan, widely known as RSF, is actually using a Kenyan passport. Now, the US recently updated its sanctions list, which came with fresh details of Algoni, who actually procures weapons for the militia group. Now, this group is so dangerous that when I spoke to women in Sudan, when I was reporting for the BBC, they said that they would rather take their own lives than actually meet these militia groups. Now, Kenya's neutrality when it comes to the Sudan war has previously been criticized. Remember that this war has left about 150,000 people dead and more than 2 million others displaced. The government is yet to clarify how Algoni got his Kenyan passport and who approved it.
Kenyan foreign policy at its lowest level under the leadership of President William Samoei Ruto. Here we go. Brother to RSF Commander Hemeti now uses Kenyan and Emirati passport numbers and ID. Algomi Dagalo Musa Nayala, who leads the paramount arm of the RSF, the Rapid Support Forces in Sudan, was on 19th of February this year put on United States of America's sanction list under the Department of Treasury for leading the efforts to supply weapons to continue the war in Sudan. Apparently, his Kenyan passport number AK1586127. Mkenya mwenzetu karibuni sana. You remember I aired to you about this concern, and William Ruto denied what Rigathi Gachagua said, that Kenya is indeed directly involved in the massacre in Sudan. Now you don't need any other proof. You can go and check the United States Department of Treasury under the United Nations sanction list. There is a guy by the name Algomi Dagalo who is a brother to Hemeti, the RSF commander who now uses Kenyan passport. We go ahead. The Kenyan Pipeline Company has officially been sold with an IPO projected to reach around 106 billion. And apparently, Ugandan government is now going to claim the second highest stake with 2 board seats in the organization. Rivertex, for your own information, the company that is based in Eldoret, that usually was owned, which was before owned by Moi University, has now been leased for 21 years to an Indian businessman called Gagan Gupta, who is the founder of Arise IIP Enterprise. Very nice. I wanted to give you an update also on Galana Kulalu. It's actually a 35-year lease to Aldara Farm, that is United Arab Emirates. Over the weekend, President William Samoei Ruto said that he's going to support the golf sport. Kenyans, you need to dig into the details. Do you know who are the sponsors of the Kenya Open that was held at the Windsor Country Club? There are 2 sponsors. You know, there are Mosa Paint, and then there's a DP World. Do you know DP World? That is one of the largest logistical planning organization in the world that is based where? United Arab Emirates, which was previously headed by a guy who was mentioned in the Epstein file earlier this year. United Arab Emirates. A good number of you are aware of the largest carbon credit project in Kenya and in Africa. And apparently, there is an organization by the name Blue Carbon that is managing the largest carbon credit project in Kenya. Do you know who is the head of that? Ahmed Dalmouk Al Maktoum of the royal family of the United Arab Emirates, an organization that was just only started 2 years ago with no experience of carbon credit management. They are in cahoots with NRT, the National Rangeland Trust, which is managing 39 conservancies in Kenya at the tune of 42,000 square kilometers of land. You see, Kenyans, when the likes of Rigathi Gachagua are seated here telling you this country was sold to the highest bid a long time ago, a good number of you are not believing. A good number of you are saying, we hate two-term, we don't like William Ruto. Our foreign policy is unrecognizable right now. For your own information, you can go and check. Rigathi Gachagua, I don't like his stand on politics, but he warned us that our government, we invited the RSF leadership to form a parallel government in Nairobi. William Ruto denied. Now, you can go and check the United States sanction list. We have a Kenyan there who goes by the passport name and the passport number AK1586127. We don't know how this passport was given, but this is not just anybody. This is the brother to the RSF commander. Kenyans, you are still seated there thinking that this country is being managed and it is in safe hands of your fellow Kenyan politicians. A lot is happening. A lot is being sold. If you are shocked by this, you need to watch out. Who is going to buy the largest stake in the Kenya Seed Company in the times to come? We know the name already, the GMO guy. But tutaambiwa, Kenya is a democratic country. Kenya, everybody has an open opinion. This is the country where bloggers with no knowledge about politics will be there to tell you tuta. Social media influencers with zero understanding of what's happening are busy supporting William Samoei Ruto. That is it. And you are blindly following them, cheering for them. And this is how you get distracted. Yesterday was Shah, today was Linda Mwananchi, tomorrow is the Vasha rally in Naivasha, and then the day after that, another scandal, until they will keep you busy across the whole year. And the hula baloo and the cycle continues. Kenyans, tumakinike sana.
Kenyans, you remember there was a police officer telling the Somali community, I don't know, I think mostly it's not Somalis of Kenyan descent, if they want a Kenyan passport, wamtafute atawasaidia kupata the Kenyan passport. Hapa kuna another information about that. There is a certain Moha in Nyayo House giving illegal Somalis our passport for a mere 200k. Now I'm told even Kenyan citizens of Somali descent have to pay that guy. It is not looking good. Kenyans next in sisi kwa hii list of shame. Unaona hii mambo ya nini? Countries zimebaniwa visa ban. So if you're not careful, even mambo yataendelea kuji-unfold. Yeah, we have some rogue people in some certain departments in the government.
Do you see the guy in the middle of this photo? The one with his fist raised. His name is Abdul Rahim Dagalo. He's the deputy leader of the Rapid Support Forces, the paramilitary group accused of committing genocide in Sudan. The guy in the portrait above him is William Ruto, Kenya's president. This photo was taken on Tuesday, 18th February, at the state-owned Kenyatta International Convention Center in Nairobi. While Sudan burns, Kenya's ruling elite rolled out the red carpet for the warlords accused of genocide. This RSF event marked an early step in RSF's move towards establishing its own breakaway government. How now? The RSF's crimes are well documented. Just last month, nearly 500 people, including infants, were butchered in White Nile State. 2 years ago, in 2023, RSF killed more than 15,000 Sudanese from the ethnically African Masalit community Years earlier, between 2003 and 2008, RSF, known back then as Janjaweed Militia, was accused of the death of more than 300 ethnically African Sudanese in Darfur. So why will Kenya's ruling elite align with a group committing war crimes? One word: gold. The RSF isn't just a militia, it's a gold empire. Sudan is Africa's third largest gold producer, and the RSF controls the country's richest gold mines. In 2022 alone, Sudan exported over 2 billion worth of gold, much of it smuggled out of the country through illicit networks. And guess who are amongst the biggest beneficiaries of this dirty trade? The United Arab Emirates. It seems that Kenya's ruling elite now want a cut of this blood gold. Kenya's corrupt ruling elite must know that hosting warlords accused of genocide at a state-owned venue is not diplomacy, it is complicity. So what can we do? We must speak up. More specifically, all African countries must implement policies banning diplomatic, political, social, and economic ties with militias and nations accused of genocide, whether directly or indirectly. Presidents who facilitate such affiliation must be exposed and held accountable.
Ati black chocolate ni fine melanin bana kutoka nikapate. Kanapenda kenye mi wanapenda, so kanapenda toto chupa na haga nono.
Madam na kudai, umedunga mini na unapenda mangwai. Una dance fit, unawacha nikismile. Ama niko high, jua lies nice.
Kono moja mbele, gini yende rembe. Pile up, yoni